What up guys, how you doing? So in this video I have the low fade comb back. I start out balding with the Babyliss Pro outliner, making a guideline first, then shaving under it. Make sure you get a nice and even cut all around. Then I like to jump to my Andis outliners and get all the hair that's left over at the bottom. The reason I do this is because the Andis cuts just a bit closer and I like to have those two layers fade into each other. Then I go ahead and grab my shavers and bald it out to the skin, starting at the bottom and working my way towards the sideburn. For the sake of this video, I did speed it up just so it won't be an hour long video. And at this point, I'm just jumping back and forth with the liners, just make sure getting that even blend. Prepping the foundation, getting it ready for the heavier side of the fade. And I personally like to work my way from the bottom to the top. My tip to you guys is to try to get that 0 all the way to the 1 as clean as possible. That's what's really going to make that fade pop. To me, when you see a bad fade, I feel like you pay closer attention to the lower numbers of the haircut, such as the 0 to the 1. So what I learned was just to get that part clean and focus more of my energy on there than worry about the thick hair or the heavier, the crown of the haircut later. So again guys, make sure to get that good foundation down first. Now you're going to see me grab my 2-blade with my Supra ZRs. And we're going to go ahead and start fading the thicker part of the hair. Fading up about 1.5 inches or so. A lot of people like to use the C movement, but I personally just do it that way, where it's more of a straight line, but it's off the scalp, off the head. Then I grab my 3 3/4, which is equivalent to a number 3 guard if you use guards, and go ahead and take it up a bit higher, tapering nicely to the top of the hair. Jump to my 1.5, work that bottom piece out. Go back to the number 2. Grab the number 1A. And the number 1A, guys, if you don't use detachable clippers, it's slightly higher than a 1 blade, but it's equivalent to a number 1 guard. This is the 1 blade here. Grab it, fading that 1 I left from the Andis Masters. Jumping back to the Masters, and at this point, guys, I'm really just touching it up, getting all those little lines in, and really fine-tuning the haircut. Jumping back to the other side now. At this one, I sped it up just for the sake of the video again. You're gonna see me do every step I did on the other side. I highly recommend you guys give yourself time at the end of every haircut to look back and fine-tune your haircut. If you do 30-minute haircuts, give yourself at least 3 to 5 minutes just to look back at it and touch it up. Now here I'm wetting the hair, got my Hanzos, and we're gonna point cut all of his hair. Point cutting is what gives that haircut that textured look and also that professional barbershop style. Then I jumped into my blending shears and blended the bottom to the heavy piece of the hair. Then I grabbed my straight razor and fine-tuned the blend using razor over comb all the way through. Then we blow dry the hair using a blow dry and a vent brush while we comb back. Then we went with a number 3 for his beard, so I grabbed the 3 3/4 blade, which again guys is equivalent to the 3 guard. Then I grabbed the 1/8 blade for his mustache, which again is equivalent to the number 1. Now we fade the beard. I start with the number 2 blade. Just working my way from bottom to top. Got the 1/8 blade on there. Slowly just working my way down. Kind of like doing a reverse fade. So again, you're gonna see me here just working my way up and down. Going through my clippers trying to get that fade in. Then I grabbed my Babyliss Pro single heads and used the very corner just to touch up the edges and blend that bald in. Now lining up the beard, starting at the side. Then for shaving, I like to use the Elegance shaving gel, applying it to the places I'm about to shave. Then I grab my straight razor, lining up the sides. Guys, always use a fresh blade, like you should anyways, but if you want that super crisp look, get a good blade too, not a cheap one. I like using the Astras. Tried all brands, but I just love this brand. Shaving up the other side, trying to get that nice C shape. Cleaning up the mustache. Lining up with the T-liners. Finishing with the razor. Now time to enhance with a bit of paint using the Kiss Express dark brown, and we're going to apply it with a paintbrush. Take your time on this, you don't want to mess it up, because once it stains the skin, it's going to be on there. I use light strokes just to fill in those light spots on the head. Then I use a brush to dim the color to make it look more natural. Now we shave any excess dye, also giving it that sharp look. Now we repeat the process on the beard. Again guys, applying the paint, brushing it out, then straight razor in it. Clean any excess dye off the skin. Now we trim the eyebrows using the shear over comb method. Don't get lazy and snap a guard on one of those clippers and trim it that way. Shaping with the razor. Last but not least, get all that neck hair out. Now we're going to apply the hair using Suavecito pomade. Grab a fingertip amount, rub it between your hands, and work it through the hair. Make sure you get the hairline, that's where a lot of people forget to apply. Comb it back, nice and tight. Get that round look at the front. And there you have it, guys. Guys, if you liked the video, make sure to like the video, subscribe, drop a comment, and I'll see you on the next one.